So, dear friends, myself, Dr. Santosh Dubal, we are starting your last lesson of the syllabus, that is a communication systems. This communication systems is the last chapter of your syllabus, and in this chapter we will cover these key points such as a introduction of this chapter, then very important of this chapter, there is a block diagram of communication system, then elements of a communication system, and it's a basic terminologies we discussed here. Then it is a very essential that why it is a need for a modulation. We discuss this one also. Then after that we will discuss the amplitude modulation, then earth atmosphere, and last one there is a modes of a propagation. Dear students, this chapter is not including for NEET syllabus, so basic engineering students, and it's a basically focused for a board examination, and also engineering students who that face the exam of a CET or JEE, they will also focus this chapter. Then what is a communication? So communication is the basic process of exchanging information. It is what human beings do to convey their thoughts, ideas, or feelings to one another. That human beings has been communicating with another over 1,000 years. Majority of human beings communicated with one another through the spoken words, or we can say it's a verbal communication. First, verbal communication, or there are basic two types of a communication. First of all, there is a point to point communication or person to person communication. Then another one type, that is a mass communication. In a mass communication there is a two types. First of all, print media is there, then next there is a broadcasting or electronic transmission is there. So radio and television are a mass communication, and newspapers, magazines, different types of books, these are the printed media or print communication. So let's start with the block diagram. Here communication, here definition of a communication, that the communication is a transfer of information from one place to another. So why it is a efficiency of a communication, it is done efficiently as possible, then with as much reliability as possible. It is also secure as communication. Also in a digital era we also need the security of our data, our personal data. So then what is a communication system? The communication system is a transfer or exchange of information or data from one place to another place. Dear student, when we communicate each other, there are mainly two barricades of this communication. First barricade is a language, and another barrier, that is a distance. Language can be easily learned, or this communication barrier can be avoided by learning the language or by doing a facial expressions, some signs. We can understand each other without a language also. But distance is the main barricade or main barrier to communicate the person to person, or from one distance to another distance, or a long distance communication. So to avoid this distance, or to overcome the distance communication, or this large distance communication, first of all we write the letters. First of all we write the letters. That letters can be transmitted by the person or horse rider or even another media. Then another type of a communication, there is a we can telephone each other, or telegraphy, again reach in that manner. Then telephone is a basic communication mode. Then there are basically two or three types of a communication mode or a media of a communication mode, that is a wired communication, then wireless communication, then coaxial cable, then the coaxial cable or the coaxial cable and the fiber optics also. So basically we learn about the elements of a communication system. This is a block diagram of a communication system. Here students, here are the main three blocks of a communication. First, there is a transmitter, then it is a channel, then it is a receiver. These are the main three blocks. First of all, transmitter, channel and receiver. The channel is a medium in between a transmitter and receiver. There is a channel, there is a one box is added, there is a noise. Then here transmitter transmit the signal. So information source or a source of information must be available to transmit the signal from one place to another place. Then last one, receiver also codes or decodes the signal. This message is decoded in an original form and users of information, the user use that information. So this is the basic block diagram of communication. This block diagram can be studied detail or discussed detail. In for further discussing of the block diagram of this communication system, we must learn some definitions or some terminologies related to the communication. So dear students, first of all, we learn this basic terminologies. What is the terminologies of this communication? So these are some examples of a communication system. Here the TV studio shown here, TV studio, then TV station, then that is a transmitter, then there is a receiver and TV. So these type of information is a transfer from this. These are the, then again another example, there is a some person can recorded the is a song, then the recording or these records are transferred from one place to another place, another person that listening the song with the help of the speakers. We already discussed that the basic modes of communication. It is a point-to-point communication. That is, a communication takes place over a link between a single transmitter and receiver. Then next, there is a broadcast. This the examples of these broadcast mode is a radio and television. So next, that is a common terminology or a basic terminology of the signal or this communication terminology. First of all, it is a transducer. Transducer, that it is any device which converts energy in one form to another form is called a transducer. Electrical transducer, a device that converts some physical variables like pressure, displacement, force, temperature into corresponding variations in electrical signals. Hence the output of this would be an electrical signal. Signal types, there are basically two types of a signal. First is a analog signal and second one, it is a digital signal. So dear students, what is the analog signal? There is a continuous variations of a voltage and a current, hence single valued function of a time is called analog functioning or analog sign, or sine wave is the fundamental analog sign. For example, sound and picture signals are the signals of a television. These are the example. And what are the digital signals, students? The digital setup value based binary system where 0 represents a low level and 1 represents high level is used. Universal digital coding methods like a BCD or a binary coded decimal and ASCII, that is American Standard Code of Information Interchange, is used in a common. This is a digital view. It is a pulse like a shape, that is a on and off. Here it is a low level and here it is a high level. Low level means it is a 0 or this is a high level means it is a 1. So it is a on and off condition we also see there. Then these are the basic terminologies. We are already speaking or discussing about the signal. There are two types of signals. First of all, analog and digital signal. Then with the block diagram we can see there is a transmitter. What is a transmitter? Transmitter is a process in a incoming message signal to as a make it a suitable for a transmission through a channel and subsequent reception. And what is a transducer? First of all, in a transmitter there is a transducer, and that is a device that converts one form of energy into another form. We will again see it or discuss it later detail. Then attenuation. What is attenuation? Attenuation, the loss of a strength of a signal while propagating through a medium is known as attenuation. Dear students, we know when we propagate any signal for a long distance, the signal's amplitude must be low when it travels to a far distance. When this loss of a strength of a signal, it is known as attenuation. This terminology known as attenuation. Then this is amplification. Amplification is the process of increasing the amplitude and also strength of the signal. This is the amplification. And what amplification is done? It is a required action taken by amplifier to the attenuation. Attenuation मध्ये जो सिग्नल लॉस होतो त्या सिग्नलला ॲम्प्लिफायर काय करेल, त्याला स्ट्रेंथ प्रोव्हाइड करेल. इट इज अ स्ट्रेंथ इज प्रोव्हाइडेड बाय दिस ॲम्प्लिफायर सर्किट. देन देयर इज अ नॉइज. वी सी इन द ब्लॉक डायग्राम that is a one noise blocks connected to the medium. What is a noise? Noise is a random or undesirable unwanted electric signal that enters in the communication system. Dear students, that noise should be a natural or man-made. What is a natural? When any program starts and when there is a rainy season, in the rainy season we lost our TV signal. There is a noise. It is a natural signal or a natural noise which disturbs the communication. Then next there is a receiver. Receiver is the last block of this block diagram. A receiver extends a desired message signal from the received signals at the channel output. It consists of a pickup antenna to pick up a signal, demodulator, an amplifier, and the transducer. Dear students, what is a demodulator? What is the amplifier? And what is the transducer? Again, the transducer, it is the output transducer. Then again, it converts energy or signal from one medium to another medium, or from one energy form to the another energy form. So it will again discuss detail. Then what is the next? That is a range. The maximum distance between a source and a destination up to which the signal is received with a sufficient strength is known as a range. Dear students, there are many type of signals. That is a range. Suppose audio frequency signal, it is a 20 hertz to 20 kilohertz. So this is a 20 hertz to 20 kilohertz. That is a 20 kilohertz is the maximum limit or maximum range of this audio frequency signal. So this is a range which is a near maximum distance covered by that signal. Then that is the bandwidth, the frequency range over which equipment operates, or a portion of a spectrum occupied by the signal is referred as a bandwidth. Dear students, here I will show what is the bandwidth of the signal. So dear students, here this one, it is a one signal which a frequency here f1 is equal to 300 hertz, and here f2 is equal to 3000 hertz. So this portion is called bandwidth. And what is the bandwidth? Bandwidth is equal to f2 minus f1. Suppose what is the f2 here? It is a 3000 hertz minus here 300 hertz. So it is a bandwidth BW is equal to, it is a 3000 minus 300 means 2700 hertz. So this is the bandwidth of this signal. The bandwidth also must, this one, it is a f2 minus f1. It is the bandwidth of the signal. Then next, there is a modulation. Modulation is the basic process of superimposing a low frequency signal on a high frequency wave, which acts as a carrier wave for a long distance transmission, is known as a modulation. So modulation is a basic need in this communication system, and communication system does not complete without modulation. Yes, students, we for an example of a modulation, we okay, this modulation can be discussed detail with the block diagram. Next process, that is the demodulation. This is a demodulation process is exactly opposite to the modulation process. This is a original signal which is mounted or superimposed on a high carrier wave. It is a modulation. And what is the demodulation? The filter circuit is used there, and with the help of a filter circuit, we must retrieve or regain that signal, that original signal back, and this is called as a demodulation. This is the reverse process of a modulation.